Namaste everyone. In today's video, I wanted to share with you how you can prepare for the full moon that's coming our way in a couple of days. So November 19th is basically full moon this year, and sometimes for some countries, depending on the regions, it begins at the Thursday night, which is the 18th night, moving towards the 19th morning. This is a special one because it actually has lunar eclipse as well. So I thought I'll share with you some of the knowledge I got recently from watching Master Sri Akashana's video and reading some of the articles online as well. How we can prepare ourselves physically and energetically as well. My name is Priya. I'm very passionate about sharing positivity and empowering others to live their life to their fullest. We are all creators. We have the capability to create our life the way we want. So let's make it beautiful together. So let's dive in. So today's topic is about full moon, and full moon energy basically can last 2 days prior to the date and 2 days after to the date. So make sure whatever you're preparing yourself, make sure you prepare yourself for those 2 days before the full moon and 2 days after the full moon. So it's technically that energy kind of stays for the 5 days within the full moon time period. This one is actually called the Beaver full moon. It's based on some of the native stories that basically the beaver at this time period basically goes to find its shelter, and this is this time that you would actually see more beavers than usual. So hence the beaver moon is what it's called this season. At the same time, if you think about it, in North America, it's winter season, and this is the time natives usually trap the beavers to get the fur for protecting themselves during the winter months as well. So that's why it's also called the Beaver month. So what happens this full moon is that we actually have the lunar eclipse happening at the same time around the full moon time. And what that means is basically the sun, the earth, and the moon is basically aligned in one line. And so what's going to happen is around a specific time period, the earth shadow will be covering the moonlight. So when that's covering the moonlight, what happens? It's going to be dark. So instead of seeing moonlight, we're going to actually see more darkness. So a lot of people can take this as, curiosity and excitement to go see what's happening in that dark sky. But then the masters and gurus of spirituality advises the other way. They say not to look at the dark because in the energetical world, obviously there's yin and yang, so there's positive and negative. So in the energetical world, this is the time during the lunar eclipse. This is the time basically the negative side, the evil or whatever you want to call it, have more power to kind of reveal itself as well. So you don't want to be vulnerable for that. But this doesn't mean that you need to be scared of it at all. It's not about that, but I'm going to share with you how you can prepare yourself. So in many religions, this time period, they use this to bring light because there's darkness, so they put out light physically. So in Hinduism, specifically in Sri Lanka, and in India, specifically in Tamil Nadu and Kerala, they actually have something called Kartika Vilakudu, which Kartika means November, and Vilakudu is basically lighting a candle or a diya. So it's November light, basically that's what it means. And so during this time period, so Thursday night, we'll be lighting out candles or diyas around the house and basically bringing more light to us. And the same thing happens in other regions as well, where in Thailand, they actually have a basket and they put some candles and flowers and other sorts of offering and put it in the river for it to kind of pass through at night. And then there are some, even in Thailand and Cambodia and other regions, where they lit up a lantern, like an air balloon, hot balloon lantern, and they leave it up for it to go to the sky, and it totally lights up. So if you ever have a chance to go to Thailand or anywhere where you can do that during this time period, it's beautiful. The view is spectacular. Obviously, whatever you do it with caution. Very careful when it gets to fire hazard and all that, so be careful with that. So those are some ways of protecting yourself and bringing light during this time period. In Cambodia, they also have some boat race around this time, so they kind of took this time period to bring excitement and bring celebrate in a different way by bringing the light physically when you know the moonlight is not available. So if you're not able to do any of these, you can also, instead of doing this, you can inwardly pray. And when you're praying, just don't pray for yourself. Take this opportunity to pray for others, pray for the universe, pray for the world, because then that comes back to you many, many times as well. It's a positive energy. You know, you can kind of send a prayer to you know, for thanking the universe for the knowledge, for the power, for the strength and courage that it has given you, and then also kind of pass that to people that needs it, send a healing where it's needed. And you don't have to have a specific person in your mind. You can just kind of let it out to the universe. And then by doing that, you kind of bring in the light within you, and that brightens up within you. And that's one way of getting rid of the darkness, because sometimes, you know, during full moon, people kind of go a little bit chaotic, or they face a lot of chaotic situations in their time. And it's actually good to kind of go inwards and bring that light within you, so it kind of gets rid of that darkness. We all have the yin and yang within us as well, not just in the universe. So we're part of it as well. So it's nice to kind of bring that out. So just do some prayers and focus on the light within you. And physically, if you are able to put up some candles or diyas, light up some candles, and bring some light to your environment as well. So whatever you can do, it's nice to kind of be consistent, specifically do it during full moon, but throughout the rest of the 2 days prior to the full moon and 2 days after the full moon, make sure you keep up with their prayers as well. And keep it to yourself. This is not the time to focus on manifestation or anything, but more focusing on cleansing and purifying your energy and bringing that light within you out. I hope this video was helpful for you. If it was, please click the like button and share this video with others. If you're new to my channel, please click this subscribe button and the notification button, as I'm very determined to creating weekly videos for you guys. Until then, namaste.